Why is wet shaving becoming so trendy in 2025? Well, in my opinion, a lot of people are tired of spending the money. For me, it was I wanted to get a better shave. I was getting ingrown hairs, razor burn, to the point where it was embarrassing to go out. And trust me, I hated it. I used to have that type of job where I had to shave every day, and it was terrible. The other thing that got me to switch was the actual investment and the long-term ownership of it. It is cheaper. Granted, I have a lot of different stuff in here because I've gone down the rabbit hole, but you don't have to do that. When I first started out, you don't want to buy the cheapest razor, but you don't want to buy the most expensive either. Some of the cheaper razors when you start out with aren't that good. They're copycats or they're Chinese based and they just rip them out for a bunch of different companies like Viking razors for one. Amazon kind of lets them cheat, and all their reviews, they say they have like 15,000 reviews. Well, they have like 15,000 different razors too. Well, to be honest, probably about 30. And they all suck, at least in my opinion. I tried one of those out first. The Viking Chieftain was my first safety razor I bought, and it just chewed me up. Reason being, you gotta spend your money right. And for like a beginner safety razor, if you just want to test the waters of this, I would suggest like the Manscaped Plow, which is a knockoff, or if you want to stick with a good manufacturer that has a long heritage of wet shaving, it's Parker Safety Razors. That R78, buddy, really good. And I've seen as low as $18. And I'll list all the shopping links below so you can check these out. What I found is you don't want to go the cheapest and you don't have to go the most expensive either. Ariana and Evans. Dude, this stuff right here, best stuff out right now, in my opinion. And trust me, I won't steer you the wrong way. Glass jar it comes into. These things are just beauties. So I'm just going to dip that synthetic brush down there because that's how easy it is to load it. If you get a Badger brush, you got to let it soak like when you take a shower. And I always suggest that. If you can't shower, then at least wash your face and then shave. But with Ariana and Evans, it's not going to fail. He has the best soaps out. I don't care what scent you get, just the slickness you get on your face compared to some of the other artisans out there, it's night and day difference. Look at this. I could sit here for days and lather this up. It's just not good. So today I'm going to be using one of Italian's finest manufacturers is the Goodfellas Smiles. This one is the Centesi stainless steel. I like this one because it's a 3-piece razor and it's got a thin profile. Look how thin that is. And they do it right. They got a bar system here on how this thing hooks up to the base plate. It's just so cool. And here's the back of it. And the front of it where it's the slit is where it rests in there. So when you lock it up, there's no movement. I'm going to go in with a Rex Supply Platinum blade here. Got a pretty good shave out of this the last time I used it. So I was going to give it another whack. Cool thing is with this is Matt over at Razor Emporium, or Rex Supply Company, he did it right. It is double wrapped, and the glue on this is minute. I know Matt's doesn't like a ton of glue on his razors as well as I do. You can see there's hardly any glue on there. I can't even see it on this one. It's a good blade, I can tell you that. So 3-piece razor, you're just gonna rest it in here. Get it to lock into that bar system. Take the base plate, get it to line up and snap in. And now it's not going anywhere. And the nice thing with the Goodfellas Smile, the handle, it's got a recessed washer in here that doesn't come out. So if you're one of those people and it fits right in the bottom, you can see a slit right here. It's a cutout. Unique design. I don't know how long that plastic piece is going to last, but it's lasted me quite a long time. All right, so now that it's loaded, this thing's got a lot of heft to it. You can tell you're holding a piece of metal in your hand, a piece of precious metal in your hand. The best thing you can do when you're using a brush, which I highly recommend using a brush when you're shaving, I didn't really get the benefits of that till like a couple years, like a year later. It's like, wow, that really does make a difference. Now, if you have sensitive skin, stay away from Badger and Boar brushes or a blend. You're not going to like it. At least I didn't, and it agitated my skin. So going in here for the first pass. Yeah, just a dream to shave with. The Italians did it right with this one, is all I gotta tell you. Now, in the winter, my hair's like nails, so I really push what a safety razor can actually do on my face. I think it's 4 degrees outside. Just cut that in right now. Why not? All right. This blade's a little mild. I mean, I'm working with 5 days of growth, and it's struggling a little bit. Not sure if I hit that right. Ever like walk out of your house and get in your truck or wherever you're going and look and you're like, oh shit, that's misaligned. I have. Yeah. Great razor. Yeah. I'm wanting to press hard. See how it didn't get picked that up right there? I wanted to press hard because it's not that sharp. But the greatest thing is I'm going to do a 2-pass shave, so I'll get that on the next pass. Now, how I go around my goatee is pretty unique, so watch how I do this. I rest it in here underneath my nose and I rock it in until it bites, and then I start pulling my angle in little strokes up top. Rocking. See how thin that profile is? It lets you get underneath your nose very easy, and there's no overhang on the edge. Very nice. The bottom here, I'm just going to use half of the razor on my lower lip. And watch how I do that. See how I put the bottom half down there? That ensures that you get all the little hairs up here around your lip instead of having to do this. There's no reason to do that. And if you have a goatee, a safety razor is perfect. Or a beard. To cut in lines. Love it. This is a great detailer. All right, let's give that a rinse and see where we're at here. Yeah, that Rex Ambassador blade, wonder how Matt rated that, because I'm rating it pretty mild. But with his razors that he sells, it's probably a good combination, because the Rex blade, or the Rex razors, have a lot of blade feel. So I'm sure they work well in his. Now, how do you know you got a great soap is when you do your second pass and you're lathering up. And you're going to want to do a second pass. Just don't stop with one. Because right there, I missed a lot. Don't forget, when you're coming from cartridge razors, you got 2 or 3 or even 5 blades going across your face at one time. So one pass is 5 strokes. That's something to keep in mind. So if you're just doing one pass shave with your Gillette disposable or any of them, actually going over your face several times, and for me, that's what causes irritation. Now, on my second pass, I don't get big and bulky, but my skin is dry right now because it's so freaking cold outside. All right, the second pass, I do a variation shave. I'm gonna go across the grain on my cheeks, against the grain on my jawline, and against the grain on my neck. If you have sensitive skin, follow this regimen, and you can tell me about it in the comments below. Game changer. Oh yeah, see, this razor's so good. You can take these long strokes now. See, you don't want to take, some people take little tiny strokes. Yeah, you don't want to chop wood, bro. If you can take a long stroke, take it. Listen to the tone of the razor, and it's going to tell you when you've filled it up. See, I'm listening to the tones. I can tell when it gets full. I got little hairs up here. Did I get that over here? I can see them. What a good pass there. Now, some people will tell you to pull on your skin. If I pull on my skin, the hairs will actually grow underneath and I'll get an ingrown hair. I was just pulling on my shirt to get the little bit here around my collar. I do want to, yeah, make sure I got everything there. Yeah, see how nice it is to detail with these? All right, let's go over our post-shave routine here. I'm switching to cold water. I had it on warm, and now I'm gonna go cold. Now when you get it to this point, I go in with an alum block. What this is gonna do is help close the pores on my face, and if I have any nicks or weepers, it's going to assist in getting those to stop bleeding, and this is gonna give me actual feedback if I got too aggressive on my face, which in my opinion is huge, because you're learning technique, and I'm constantly practicing my technique. So you want to rinse that off your face. So now what I do is I go in with Thayer's. If there's anything you do, buy this stuff right here. Yes. The viewers of this channel got me to buy this, and I started using it, I don't know, like a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, and it is phenomenal. Yes, that's right. The viewers recommended this. This channel is only 3 years old. Don't be shocked. So you're actually learning from someone who is still learning all of this process, which I think is great because I can give you personal feedback and I don't have to bullshit you. It's the actual truth. Got that on, and that stuff goes on super slick. This is recommended by more dermatologists all across the world, and you can get it anywhere. It's cheap. Pick it up. Trust me. Thank me later in the comments. Now I got to figure out what I'm going to put on my face. I don't have a splash to match this scent. Peter didn't send that, and that's okay. You can't send them all. I get it. So I'm just going to use something that I like a lot, and I use it more in the winter than I do in the summer. It is Rockwell's Aftershave Bond, which is lotion for anyone else. Put that on there. Oh yeah. This stuff is so freaking good. This razor right here, I'm going to tell you, I did a video on this on how to shave sensitive skin, and I showcased this razor, and I'll link that up here in the top for you. That was a great review of this razor. This really wasn't that, but man, was a good shave. Well, thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, then you might want to try one of these. Well, thank you so much for liking the video and subscribing to the channel. It is so much appreciated by me. You guys have helped me out tremendously in my shaving experience and how I go about everyday life with this YouTube channel. Well, you guys are awesome. You have a great weekend, and I'll see you next Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Later, Gator.